came to the park and we didn't have anything to do. So I have this book and I wanted to tell you guys about it because I know a lot of you have probably heard of it and a lot of you have probably read it already. I'm actually coming back to it. It's something that I started a few years ago. And before I even started yoga, before all of this kind of current lifestyle that if those of you who are like new to meeting me, before all of this yoga stuff, I read this book. And I was having a really hard time at the time. The short story, some of you know it. If you want to know the whole story, it's in IGTV somewhere, so just go find that. But the short story is, I was in a car accident. I was ended up diagnosed with PTSD. I was working full time and could not understand. At the time, I hadn't been diagnosed with PTSD. And so I didn't quite know why my life was just so stressful. Why am I so stressed out and triggered by just like basic things in life? I was in a constant fear state. So if you understand what PTSD means, it means that you're pretty much in your mind experiencing a moment in time that happened in the past, but as though it's happening right now. So when I was kind of at the time that I was dealing with that, let's say I was in this space right now where I'm in the park and everything is fine. I'm with Buff Buff. There's nothing happening of urgency right now. But with PTSD, I would be so stuck in my head thinking about things that happened in the past that I would be in this moment reacting in a similar way as though something really bad, something really panicky is happening, when in reality, I'm here right now in this comfortable space. There's no one attacking me. There's no car accident happening. And that's something that I had to learn. So when I was in this state of trying to figure that out, I found this book. It's called A Course in Miracles. And it literally, just the ideas in this book transformed like so many things in my life that I had to come back to it now that I feel like I've changed so much. And not saying that I've completely made a whole transformation, I'm enlightened at all, no. But what I am saying is that there's been a huge shift in my life over the past few years, and a few of you that know me in real life really know that. And so I thought this would be a great time to pick this book back up and to reflect on some of the things that it says. And so I'm literally going to read to you like a couple of words, like not even a lot, but just like the preface of this book is so like meaningful, or the introduction, that I'm going to read it out loud. One, because I think words have power. The things that you say actually have meaning. So one, I try to be careful with what I say. But secondly, I think it's important to intentionally say positive words about yourself, to say positive words about other people, and to reinforce positive things that you want to happen in your life. And so as a result of that belief, I'm going to read this out loud, mostly for myself and for Buff Buff, who's right here, but also for you guys. And I just think it's something positive. If you want to watch it, I hope you keep watching. If not, do what you need to do. So there's only a few lines of this. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. The first thing that it says is, number one, there is no order of difficulty in miracles. One is not harder or bigger than the other. They are all the same. All expressions of love are maximal. 2, miracles as such do not matter. The only thing that matters is their source, which is far beyond evaluation. 3, miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. The real miracle is the love that inspires them. In this sense, everything that comes from love is a miracle. Will you lay down, please? Buff, lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Let's go to 5. Miracles are habits and should be involuntary. They should not be under conscious control. Consciously selected miracles can be misguided. 6, miracles are natural. When they do not occur, something has gone wrong. 7, miracles are everyone's right, but purification is necessary first. I'm not going to read all of this because it's like literally like hundreds of pages. But the point of this, and the reason why I'm reading it, is because when I very first picked up this book, I was in need of desperately in need of a miracle. And I came from a Christian background. I used to preach, so I will preface it with that. But I had a huge crisis of faith. I completely left the church, stopped preaching, and was having a lot of just difficulty understanding my life. And I felt like I was in need of a miracle. I need something major to happen because I felt like I was in chaos. I was in a prison within my own mind, is pretty much how I felt, right? And so I remember reading the Christian Bible and even preaching that same stuff. And I used to just not understand. I was like, in the Bible, they say that these miracles are possible. They say that, parting the Red Sea, all of this stuff, like, is possible. But why is it that in my life, I felt like I wasn't seeing it? I would see cool things happen, like coincidences, or I felt like, fate would happen to me and it was great. But at the same time, I felt like fate would happen to me and it would be bad, And so I was like, listen, like, I need something like major to happen to change my life. And I think something about this book, the fact that this book even exists, was really fascinating to me, because it's pretty much saying that, yes, all of those amazing miracles that you read in the Bible, that stuff is still possible. It's not, I think sometimes we think that that was then, at that time things used to happen, and nowadays it's not like that anymore. I think it still is that way. I think it's that we just don't, I'm not saying don't believe it, but I think that when you start saying, I think just like how I was saying at the beginning, words are powerful, right? So if you say, well, a long time ago miracles could happen, but now they can't happen anymore. Well, if you've already claimed for yourself that it's not possible to have a miracle, then how are you going to get one? If you don't even believe it, because even if it happened, you wouldn't believe that it would be possible, so you wouldn't even really recognize it if you saw it. And so I'm just coming back to this book. I'm not saying that I've even finished reading it, but I'm coming back to this book now. I just cracked it open like a few weeks ago again, with the hopes of just reestablishing that level of excitement and belief that miracles are possible, and that especially during this time of chaos, and I know a lot of people are fearful, a lot of people are really having anxiety attacks and stressed out and not really understanding how to deal with isolation and how to deal with just so much transition so quickly. So this is one way that I've been dealing with it, reading this book, and I love it. And if you are interested in it, I will keep posting like little snippets of this book. And if you're interested, you should just buy it, because it's really, really good. And that's it. I love you guys, truly from my heart. I miss seeing so many of you. I'm glad that we're all still posting and stuff so that we can kind of see each other. And I feel like I've actually gotten to reach out and talk to some older friends that maybe I don't talk to so often. So I feel like this has actually been a really good time for me to reflect, to spend some more time with Buffy and people that I'm really close to, and to really be self-reflective and read some things that I needed to just sit down and do. So I hope that you guys are well. I hope that you guys are happy. And this is also an opportunity to just reach out to me. I'm feeling pretty good. So if you just